Oh. Oh. Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of Gaskets Made Easy. No, this is Motorcycle Rewind, but in this episode, we're gonna make a gasket. So if you saw the last episode featuring this 1975 Honda QA50, you'll know that we had a gasket leak, an air leak right here on our manifold where it connects. So I pulled the manifold off, we cleaned up the surface really good, and now we're gonna make a gasket. It is pretty simple. I'm just using this Caro Pack Fel Pro. Why this? Because it's what I have. And I'm gonna show you how I do it. And before I show you how I do it, this is just how I do it. It doesn't make it the right way, it just makes it the way I do it. So if you do it a different way, just let me know in the comments down below. So like my grandmama, the great cat skinner used to say, there's more than one way to do it. So this is the way I do it. I already cut out a piece of this. I take this guy and I'm gonna put it on that guy, and I'm gonna grab a hammer. Any hammer. I'm just gonna use this one, and I'm gonna smack on it a couple of times. Make sure I don't, because really, I'm just trying to get to that kind of an indentation of where it is. And I rub a little bit of dirt on the bottom just so it makes the transfer a little easier. And then what I do is I find a socket that fits about the same size as my hole here on this side. And then I'm gonna stick it right there in the middle, grab my trusty hammer. And I know you're probably not supposed to use a socket like this. I think they have a lifetime warranty at Harbor Freight, so don't tell them. And then I'm just gonna smack it until it cuts through. Let me move some of this stuff off of this. It's loud, I know it. I apologize. Until it cuts through, just about. Should have brought my purse to hit it with. And then you end up with that. And now I've got to do the other two. My holes, take this. This happens to be made in China. I don't know what size it is, but it's the right size. Put that right over that. Grab my trusty hammer. Oh, make sure you hit it. Keep going. If I had something that had more of a sharper edge, it would be a little easier, but I don't. So you do with what you got. Let me flip it over, hit it from the other side. Come on. We're almost through. There it is. There it is. 2 down, 1 to go. And let's smack it on the other one. And then after you smack on that for a little while, you end up with that. Now it's time to trim it up. I lined up my holes so I could do that, and then I traced it with the pencil, just like that. And then you grab your best arts and crafts scissors and go back to kindergarten when you learned how to cut. This doesn't have to be perfect. It just has to be a little bit better than the rectangle that I had. And then I should end up with something that looks like that. Not too bad. And it should fit right here. Look at that. I mean, yeah, it looks good. Let's see if we can fit it on. I like to take a little bit of grease and just cover both sides of this. I don't know why, I just like doing it. I have a feeling it helps to get it off. I don't know if it does. I have zero evidence of that. I just think it's just something I do. You know, we all have our little things that we do, and this is one of those little things that I do. Okay, let's go ahead and put this gasket on. Look at that. Pretty good fit. Now let's bolt it back up and see if it makes a difference. Okay, let's see if we actually made a difference. Oh, gosh darn it. Oh, there it is. Oh, maybe it's in here? I don't know. I'm running out. I'm gonna have to take this thing apart. See if I can figure out why it's doing it. Oh, oh, maybe right. Oh, maybe that's it. Oh, maybe we gotta. What is that? Right here. Looks like is where it's coming from. Let's pull this apart and take a deeper look. Okay, I think I may have found something. I'm not sure. You guys let me know. Let me see if I can get in here so I can hold this bike up. I think there may be a little crack right in, let me get this light back on, right in here. Right in here. I'm not sure. Let me see if I can take a picture and see if I can get a better look at it. It's right about here. And that's about where it was when I would spray it. So let me see if I can get a picture of it. So there looks to be something right around there. I cleaned it up with a wire brush, and that shows up right there. I don't know if that's it, but if looking at it from here, it's right, it would be right there, which would be right next to the spark plug. And it was dying right, it's right in here somewhere. And when I sprayed it up top, it wasn't getting that. All around here, if I sprayed directly right there, it would cause a problem. So I don't think it's our gasket. I think it's that. I think I'm going to whip up some JB Weld and just fill that little gap and see what happens. Hey guys, and I'm using the JB Quick. Why? Because I ain't got time.
Ain't nobody got time for that.
So that's way too much. Equal parts, or as close to it as you can get. The other really good thing is that the packaging, it works as a good mixer, a good palette. The other thing that works really good are chopsticks. When you get Chinese food, keep the chopsticks because they work great for mixing JB Weld and all kinds of other stuff. So we're just gonna whip this up. And then we're going to put it right there, kind of fill that void and see if it makes a difference. And just working it into that little spot. I basically want to fill that little dimple that was there. Good thing is the engine's still pretty warm, so it should cure up pretty quick. Just want to fill that in. And I don't know if this is going to work, but I'm hopeful. Just want to make sure I clean off the mating surface right here. Make sure I don't have any on there. Yep, we'll let that sucker cook. Okay, it's a little better. It's not all there. Like it's idling now. We can give it a little bit. Revving, revving, revving. And then it'll get to the point to where it won't take any more. Right in there. Oh, that's something's crunching. I don't know if it's in the transmission. Yeah, so see, I can get to a little bit, but then it should start right back up. It starts right up. It'll get to about, I mean, I'm about, yeah, maybe almost out of gas. Let's see if it'll start right back up. Yeah, it fires right up. Yeah. It may be in the timing. Let me know your guesses down below. I'm out of carb cleaner, so I'll get some more carb cleaner and see if I can chase it down a little bit more. We could have a base gasket leak. Could have a leak on this gasket right here. I sprayed a bunch of smoking because I sprayed a bunch of PB Blaster. Let me go get some more carb cleaner and see if I can make a difference. Yeah. Yeah, it could be another gasket, which could be this gasket right here. I don't want to touch it because it's on fire. Here, I got a screwdriver right here. Could be this gasket right here, because I did have a little bit of carb clean left, and I got a little, which may have been my problem anyway. Could have a split in that gasket right there. But I don't want to break this guy apart because I'll end up needing all those gaskets. I'd rather order a gasket set. Maybe I get some carb cleaner and see if I'm leaking right here. If I'm leaking right there, then that'll be the one that'll have to change. That's the head gasket, right? Right in there, could be. Let me try it. Let me get some carb cleaner and test again. Okay, so I put some gas in this little bottle here, pressurized, and sprayed it, and I think I'm on the right track with it being a gasket leak between the cylinder and the head. So let's go ahead and pull this guy apart and check it out. And then we'll order a gasket set. I have a feeling, you know, kind of the rough time, the worst time to kind of take this thing apart is when it's piping hot. So we'll use this. Hot. What's holding this sucker on? Oh, the bottom one holds it on. Oh, jeez and Pete's. There we go. Should have brought a pair of pliers so I could grab stuff. Or just let gravity work. Okay, let's get this guy off. Okay, had to double up on an Allen wrench in my, there, now it's loose. It should be able to turn it in my 10 millimeter. Let's see if I can stay on here. I think I'll probably try to find some studs, which will make life a little easier. Okay, that's free. Let's undo the, oh, you know what? I didn't see that one over there. Maybe we'll try to tighten this guy up. Let's see if it's loose first. No, it feels pretty tight. So let's go ahead and get it off. Let's get this one. It only has the 3 bolts that hold it on. Ow. Yep. And then let's see if we can get that guy off. Okay, we got the rockers out. We got the push rods out. No, this doesn't come off, but we'll take it off anyway. I was checking to see if that came off. I'm not exactly sure on, maybe that is part of the pedestal, on how to get this thing off. I guess I could read the instructions. It's like there's 2 more in there. and hold this thing together. There's one, and then there's another one right, come on, right in there. There we go. There, now it pops off. There's a lot of fasteners to get down to this thing. A lot of fasteners. Okay. And then that's it. Let me put this down. Let me see if I can get to it, and let's see how lava hot this is going to be. Let's see if we have a, it was right around here, which is where it was leaking. So let's see under here, see what it looks like. Yeah, so here's the gasket. You see how it's got this this ring? How you can see the ring right here? Ring here. If I wipe it, that the ring stays. There's not any right there. See how there's, let me give you a little bit more light. See how there's none right here? Let me pop this guy up. See how it's very, very faint? That's where it was leaking right there. So we're gonna need a new one of these because it's all the way down to right here. So we'll have to get this guy off and then get a new one of those, and then we can put this thing together. It's not too bad in there, look. We'll clean all that out too. But that would be why it wouldn't be running. Right in here. Just where it's really, really faint. So we'll order a gasket kit for this, and we may pull this out, just clean everything up really good while we're here. And yeah, we may pop this off, and since this is off, clean it up really good, give it a paint job. But this thing had more fasteners holding this guy on than you've got to pull everything off. You got to get the rockers off so you can get this guy off, so you can get this cover off, so you can then get to these guys that get that on. I mean, it's a lot of stuff to get this little cylinder off. Our push rods are good. They're right here. Here are our rockers right here. We'll clean up all this stuff so that we can put it back in, but let's look for a gasket. It's never a dull moment with these old motorcycles. You know, you get it running, so you get to figure out what you get to fix next. And we know we need to fix that air leak, and then we should be pretty good. I don't know. My first time mussing with a little QA50, but they're a lot of fun. At least we were able to make a gasket. Not that we really needed it, but we did. And we'll order a head gasket for that, and then we should be good to go. Because right where it was leaking should be it. We repaired something that we didn't have to repair. So we'll sand that while it's off with the JB Weld. Although it did fix it a little bit, we'll sand it up, make it look a little bit better while it's off. And, you know, you win some, you win some. Some days these old motorcycles play well, and other days they just don't. And, you know, we'll just keep working on it. So, guys, I want to thank you for watching yet another episode of Motorcycle Rewind. And do me a favor, like, tag, share, and follow us on Instagram at Motorcycle Rewind. And go ahead and hit that subscribe button.